Good morning. God morgen. Fin sykkel.
Ja,
Fin sykkel du har der.
ja, det er smart. Jeg har fått slå den sammen,
Ah, stilig.
sånn at jeg kan unngå gaten forbi.
Ah, kult.
Jeg hadde vært et utstand, men
Ah,
det er jo
sånn,
kanskje ikke bra nå.
sånn jeg skulle hatt til min bil.
Ja,
Det var sånn jeg skulle hatt til min bil som jeg bygger.
ja.
Ha en god tur. Så deilig med sol. Hey Liz. So, just gonna say this in English. Someone said to me last week that I looked depressed. It just kind of dawned on me last night how incredibly lucky and blessed on so many levels I feel getting to live this life I do now, staying in this beautiful place in nature, building a van, and having gotten good at music and connections around Norway and in the world to travel and play and sleeping in this yurt over here, knowing people who actually like invite me and like I can stay in places like this. What an incredible blessing life is. I guess it's also the mindset deciding that it's a blessing, but I've been thinking and contemplating the idea of depression. Like it's kind of in the word, isn't it? Like I wake up every day now, although I have all these things, I have to do a little yoga and meditation in the morning. And I've been doing that for a year in India. So that's why I felt like I would need to build my van because I needed to go from being very like yoga, meditation, finding myself and creativity, guitar, drawing, and to actually get back into that work attitude and just using my left brain a little bit. So that's been really cool now that I'm actually now it's really getting fun because now I'm like being creative with the solutions. Built this pull out bed solution. I'm gonna build a um, yeah, this panel of the electricity, and then I'm gonna build some studio thing here and see what comes out of me. But yeah, about depression, I feel if I don't do my morning routines and stuff, I wouldn't be able to do the rest of it without losing myself in addictions and shit, social media or whatever. And it's also been dawning on me the last times how a lot of Norwegian people wouldn't be able to walk in my shoes for a day or two or for a few days because sleeping in just a tiny mat and not having any plan and like I'm not saying this that's like Norwegians are bad or like Norwegians. It doesn't even have to be Norwegians, but just living life intuitively without a plan, uh, without a job, without any kind of security, trusting life and trusting a kind of a vision. I think, but for me, now that I've been doing this for so many years, I see that, and in certain situations around people, I kind of have to depress myself because I can't talk about the stuff that is actually going on in the world, or I can't really be myself around certain people because I have to depress myself. And that's what I see society has created for a lot of people. People have been depressing themselves for so long to fit into a system and a society and a system that actually isn't working for, or barely is working for anybody. And we have kind of have all these sayings and things that make us like agree that, oh, we are not allowed to complain, we're good. um, of course, complaining, it doesn't really help much. But if the taxes goes to the benefits of war, if you only get like 4 weeks of vacation a year, and all the, you have to follow a routine. Like when I live life now, like this morning, I felt like I need to do yoga. I was too much up in my mind. I have to take it slow this morning, play a little guitar, and some mornings I can, like, I'm gonna dive into the water, get cold, run around, pull out my kettlebells, do a little workout. And if I can't live like that, where I have to get up and get out 7 in the morning, I don't think that's. I think that's nice to have routines and stuff, but that's kind of a way you have to depress yourself to fit in, to do your job, to do this and that, but you're not really 100% free. And that's depressing. And now that we see so much shit coming out, and I think the future will be looking entirely different, um, since I feel actually all of the shit's happening is or will be a good thing in the long run. I'm all about the non-duality. What's painful now might be a blessing in disguise. Like, for instance, what happened to my knee a few years ago. I was in a relationship. I just did my Cambo certificate education in Poland. I was thinking, oh, how the fuck am I gonna have time to do this? And then I come back, and 2 weeks in back in my plumbing job, uh, my knee fucking broke, and I was 2 years without work. And then I could start like practicing guitar. I could start doing little combo sessions here and there, and whoops, here I am a few years later. And like all the things that you think is very bad right now, even death. Like people like are so afraid of death, and then death hits you, and then boom, blasted, you're in a DMT space in your home with your with God or with alien friends, and you were so afraid of this. I'm not saying that death is that's the way death is, but I actually feel like death is not something we should be afraid of. Life is the hard part, and life can be really extremely hard at times, especially these days. But it's all about perspective as well. But I know, like I spoke to a brother yesterday about some people don't have a choice, like the gypsies sleeping in the streets in Oslo, and yeah, I don't feel like I am the right person to talk about them. But I feel here in Norway, as Norwegians, we're on the top of the food chain, if that's the way to say it. Like we have a lot of choice, we have a lot of money, we have a lot of freedom. We can choose who rules our country, we can choose how our mental state is. If we want to change, we can invest something in ourselves, invest some time in the morning, change our job, or grow our own food. We can start praying, or like do something else than being in a miserable position. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, just do something, right? Don't depress yourself to fit in. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But okay, that's my 2 cents for this morning. I'm gonna play a little guitar, and then I'm gonna go for a run and a swim, and I wish you all a beautiful day. Ah.